5 things that I would do if I was 20 years old all over again. Number 1, this is so important, bro. Get a skill. Get a skill, get a trade, get a high income skill. And what I mean by get a skill, bro, you gotta get a skill that's gonna make you some money. I don't care what that skill is, as long as it's gonna make some money, and as long as you can take that skill and turn it into money, you need to go get a skill. Some skills, bro, you could go to barber school. Bro, I know barbers that's making cheese right now. I know barbers that's making money. You could be an electrician, you could be a plumber, you could be a mechanic. You could be, bro, whatever you want to do, get a skill. You could be in sales. That's a skill that I got in my early 20s with sales. I started off selling cars. I went from, bro, I was 17, 18, turning 18, or maybe 18, just had turned 18, and I went to start selling cars at Honda. That's how I started learning sales. That's what my skill was, and that's what my skill has been, is sales. Bro, I realized I can sell water to a well. You with me? Like, sales is a skill that I could take that anywhere, because sales, everything is sales. Everything is sales. No matter how you look at it, everything is sales. You see what I'm saying? That was the skill that I'm not even gonna say I necessarily chose, but it fell into my lap and I took advantage of it. Now I got that skill for the rest of my life, and I can always take that and go make money from it. That's how you have to look at things when you know what I'm saying? If you 18, about to get out of school, whatever, 20, whatever, however old you are, bro, go get a skill. You can go get in real estate. You can go, like I said, you could get into sales. You could, bro, whatever it is. There's plenty of skills out here. You can get into tech. You can get into IT. Get a skill that you can always make money from. That's what I would do if I was 20 years old. I did that by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? I was smart enough to go get a skill that I can now utilize to make me money. But a lot of people don't. Like, a lot of people, I'm not gonna ever say it's anything wrong with however you get your money. If you work at Subway, Chick-fil-A, whatever, bro, do what you gotta do to get your money. You know what I'm saying? But what you're gonna have to understand is there's always gonna be a ceiling to what you can do with that. There is not much moving up in jobs like that. You do what you gotta do while you gotta do them. I mean, unless you wanna be like, you wanna move your way up to shift leader, and then after shift leader, you move your way up to like a store manager, and I mean, if you want to do it like that, I mean, I guess you can, but like a lot of times that's just not where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get a skill. Those are the type of jobs that you get when you don't have skills. They pay you the bare minimum. You have to deal with a lot of BS. You see what I'm saying? Get a skill that you can always make money from. And I know that sometimes some skills take time to get, but the time that you spend is going to be well spent, and it's going to be worth it, because now you have a skill that you can take forever. It take a year I think it take like a year for barber school, right? Take you 1 year. Some people may look at that and like, man, I'm not trying to wait a whole year. I ain't trying, man, listen, it's not waiting. You invest in your time into something. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna pay you later. Like I said, I know barbers that's making real money. I know people that code. They went to school for 4 years, went for computer engineering and stuff like that, and they making real money. You gotta invest your time into something. You gotta dedicate yourself to that skill. Even if you get a skill that's handed to you, if you get a skill that fall in your lap, learn it, bro. Learn the skill, do what you gotta do. I'm not saying that you have to use this skill for the rest of your life, but use the skill long enough to where you can make some money, do what you gotta do, get yourself to where you built the foundation. You see what I'm saying? And then you can go off and do different things in life if you want to. But learn that skill. My man, a mechanic, bro, my man, Emmy, he out here really touching real money because he was able to get a skill that he can go and take and make money with. You see what I'm saying? Get a skill. Don't just get stuck in a job like McDonald's or whatever it is, or a retail store or whatever the case is. You're gonna have to get a skill. That's how you're gonna keep moving up and keep making money. And a skill, I'm not even saying you gotta go get a skill just to get a job. Any of the things that I named, majority of the things that I named is things that you can go and freelance and you can go make your own money. You could be a plumber and start your own plumbing company. You could be a barber, have your own shop, or get you a suite and just, that's just how, you could be a real estate agent. I mean, you could be a photographer and have your own photography business or your own videography business. Get a skill. Editing is a skill. Stuff like that. All of those are skills. Get you a high income marketable skill. That's where you start. You see what I'm saying? Number 2 is I would avoid debt and I would save more money. If I was 20 years old again, I would avoid debt. That's a mistake that I made. I made a video about that. It's been previous videos. I would avoid debt. If I was 20 years old again, bro, I would avoid credit cards, I would avoid car loans, I would avoid all of that stuff. Go to my video, if it's already out, go to my video about things to avoid when you're 20 years old if you haven't seen that video. But I would avoid that and I would save a lot more money. I wouldn't care nothing about what nobody think. I wouldn't be buying a bunch of designer clothes. I wouldn't be trying to go out here and get no car note. I wouldn't be doing none of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? I touch on this and what to avoid, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But I definitely would avoid debt and avoid spending a bunch of unnecessary money. And I would save more money. What I mean by saving more money, I would literally, like, bro, if you don't got no bills, even if you do got bills, save as much money as you can. I don't care how early it is, bro. Save as much money as you can now. But, bro, if you just chill and save for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, however long, bro, you gotta understand, you really setting yourself up for an amazing future, because now you got foundation and now you got a leg to stand on. Now you got some money where you got options. Money ain't nothing but options. And when you save more money, you can have more money and you can have more options. So if I was 20 years old again, all of the shit that I spent money on back in the day, I wouldn't spend it. All of the going out that I did, I wouldn't do it. I would save as much money as possible and I would avoid debt at all costs. I would not owe the bank no money. You see what I'm saying? And I would just save money. Save money, save money, save money until you can figure out what you can do with the money now and what you're gonna do with the money. You see what I'm saying? But save your money. That's what I would do. Because you gotta understand, like, if you save up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 racks, however much, bro, you got a foundation. You know what I'm saying? Now you got options. Now you can do things. Life becomes so much easier when you got money in the bank and you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You see what I'm saying? So if you save from 20 to 25, you got to realize how much money you have. And I'm not saying that you'll never you go and never spend nothing, but the more you save, the more you'll have, and then you can do more. You see what I'm saying? It makes saving becomes easier once you have some savings. You see what I'm saying? Because it starts to compound. 1,000 turns into 2,000 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30 to 35. So it's like, now if an emergency come up and you got 15,000 and they say $2,000 emergency, bro, you got it. You good. You see what I'm saying? You all right, bro. You got a $2,000 emergency. You had 15,000, bro. Now you got 13,000. It's like, okay, cool. It'll be easier for you to get that 2,000 back. You see what I'm saying? Versus if you got $1,500 and you got a $2,000 emergency. Now you trapping backwards. Now you owe money because now you got to go find the other $500. You see what I'm saying? So save money. Save your money, man. Number 3, and anybody that's watching my channel, you already knew I was gonna say this: get in shape. If I was 20 years old all over again, I definitely would get in shape. I've always kind of been in some sort of shape. You know, I never really had problems with this because majority of the time since I was about like 11, I was active. Whether I boxed, and you know what I'm saying, I boxed when I was younger, and then later on in life I got in the gym real heavy. I was always kind of active. But get in shape, y'all. If you young, get in shape. I'm not going to touch too much on this because I got plenty of videos about getting in shape. But if I was 20 years old again, I would definitely make sure I would start a lot earlier. I probably would change my goals up a little bit. You know, I'd probably be a lot bigger if I had started working out at 20. I'm 26 now. But get in shape, work out, man, get active. I would also just prioritize health. Make sure you go to your doctor's appointments, bro. When you young, a lot of times you don't got to go to the doctor as much, but you need to go get you a primary care physician. Go get you a primary care physician. You see what I'm saying? And get your checkups, bro, because a lot of times there's things that's wrong with us that we don't even know. Sometimes you don't even get symptoms of certain things. You see what I'm saying? But you just got to go get checked out. Prioritize health. You see what I'm saying? Number 4, if I was 20 years old again, I would network effectively. And what I mean by network effectively, bro, you need to meet a lot of like-minded people. And I'm talking about good, positive people that's going in the same direction as you. Network. Get out here and meet people, y'all. Like, bro, stop sitting on y'all game and just being introverts all the time and just sitting in your room. Go out here and meet people and network, bro. Sometimes getting certain opportunities in life really ain't even about what you know, is who you know. And I know a lot of y'all have heard that before. It's not what you know, it's who you know. A lot of times just knowing the right people can get you in doors that just knowing some stuff ain't gonna get you. You see what I'm saying? Get out here, learn how to network effectively, and just meet people, bro. I'm not saying you gotta have a whole bunch of friends. I'm saying you need to have a whole bunch of contacts. And that's what we called it in sales. Our contacts was the money. The contacts was the money in sales. The contacts is the money in sales. Because you gotta understand, when you know, and I'm not talking about knowing a bunch of bums, bro. I'm talking about knowing I'm talking about knowing a bunch of people that's going in the same direction as you. I'm not saying that they gotta have a whole bunch and all of that. You gotta have contacts in all walks of life, for real. If you got contacts and you know people, you can always get a deal done. You can always get stuff done. You can always get into jobs. You can always get in different spaces. You'll always be in the mix, and you'll always have money if you know a lot of people, because knowing, like I said, knowing people sometimes is better than just knowing stuff. So if I was 20 years old, bro, I would definitely network, bro. If you into real estate, go to real estate events. If you went to cars, go to car meets. If you went to whatever you went to, just network with those people, get to know those people. You know what I'm saying? Cultivate those relationships, bro. And you never know what you may need them for. You may never know what they may need you for. You see what I'm saying? You always got to make sure that I know people of all walks of life, bro, because I've done a few things in life, bro. I know people in a lot of walks of life, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people you probably wouldn't even think I would know. I just know them because I networked effectively when I was in that space. So network for sure. And number 5, last but certainly not least, is I would learn as much as possible. Always continue to learn new skills, and we went over skills, but I don't even just mean like income skills when I'm talking about this one. I mean just skills in general, bro. Like knowing how to work with your hands, knowing how to do certain things that necessarily you may not want to turn into money, but being able to do them makes you a well-rounded type of guy. You see what I'm saying? And you want to be well-rounded. I don't care what it is. Learn how to do stuff. Learn how to box. Learn how to do kickboxing, whatever you want to do. Just learn things. Learn how to change oil. Learn. Just learn. Read books so that you understand different perspectives and you understand different philosophies and different ways of thinking and all of that stuff. Learn. Just be obsessed with learning. When you from 20 to 30, bro, you need to be doing nothing but learning and working and learning. But you need to learn. Learn as much as possible. Learn from people. Learn from books. Learn from things. Learn from situations. Learn from all of that. But you need to be obsessed with learning. If I was 20 years old all over again, I definitely would make sure that I was learning. I would learn a lot more skills. And I think I did that. I think I have a good amount of skills. Like, I can do some things. Like, learn how to edit. Learn how to, whatever it is. Like I said, it's not even things that you have to turn into income, because we talked about that in the first one. But just learning different things. You see what I'm saying? Learn different things and be obsessed with learning different philosophies and different perspectives. Feed your brain. Feed your brain, you see what I'm saying, as much as possible. That's how you be well-rounded. Learn how to dance. Learn how to, like I said, learn how to box. Learn how to change your oil. Learn how to edit. Learn how to write. Learn how to speak. Take a speaking class. Take a public speaking class. Challenge yourself, bro. Challenge yourself and be obsessed with learning. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to be well-rounded and you're going to be dangerous, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm giving y'all a lot of game in these videos, bro. I'm telling y'all. And I had to really learn a lot of this stuff from experience to get a lot of this information, and I'm giving it away to y'all. So if y'all made it to this point in the video, man, I appreciate you. Continue to support me. Let's get these subscribers up. Let's keep going, bro. And I'll see y'all in another video.